Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Second in Command podcast. My name is Timothy Simons.
I'm Matt Walsh.
Matthew Paul Walsh. Back in the saddle today. We are a podcast that examines the politics of cinema and cinema about politics. We have a wonderful guest here today.
Who is it, Tim?
Do people want to guess? Do you just want to start talking and then maybe people can guess?
Oh, my God. They already know.
They already know.
They already know. You know, a lot of the time in public, I'm not like a very... people aren't recognizing me constantly. That's not, which is great. But then I'll talk and people behind me will turn their heads and be like, I didn't know if it was you, but now that you talked. And I'm like, well, yeah, now that I barked in a card store, everyone's like, oh, the Jew from Nobody Wants This. Oh, man. Recognizable.
Jackie Tohn is here.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
Jackie
right.
Tohn. So Jackie and I worked together on Nobody Wants This. We become great friends over the course of working together. And so happy that you could be here
I'm
today.
so happy to be here. This is so fun. I love you both. I'm excited to be here.
We like to start out with like a general kind of like getting to know you thing. I know a lot about you.
Well, I'll start because I don't know you as well.
What is your name?
Matt Walsh.
No,
yours
me.
is Jackie Tohn.
Yeah.
When did you land in LA?
Ooh, fun one. 100 years ago.
Okay.
I graduated from high school. I went to one semester at the University of Delaware. There was a...
You don't have a Delaware vibe.
Baby.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? So there was... But I was a kid actor since I was 9. So by the time I was 18, I was like, I'm just exhausted. I need a normal life. Like, remember Natalie Portman did that? But that made sense because she was a huge movie star.
Yeah.
I did that, but had done 2 episodes of The Nanny. I had had enough. So there was a Pizza Hut commercial in there. Calm yourselves. So then... I went to Delaware and I was always acting, but there was a huge break in between semesters, like a mini-mester, not a full trimester, but like December to February. And I was and my agent at the time, it was pilot season, 1998 or 9. And she was like, Dawson's Creek had just come out. She was like, it's very like, I think young adult and teenage stuff was like getting really popular on like actual TV, not just like Boy Meets World and stuff like that. It was like being taken seriously. And I think studios and networks realized there was a big market there. And that's the exact age I was. So on this big break, I went out to LA and then I never left. I dropped out of college.
Really?
And I dropped out of college. I was like 18 exactly. I had just turned.
And were you able to survive as an actor, or were you like waiting tables a little bit?
So this is a little bit, my journey is both charmed and haunted. Charmed because I met Jessica Biel at the TV Guide Awards on that trip. And I was like, I'm in college. And she was like, well, what? And we started talking. We became immediate fast friends. And I was like, well, if I come out here, I've like nowhere to live. And she's like, live with my family in Calabasas. And I was like, what? This is what like little cracky 18-year-old girls. And I met her family. My parents met her family. And they were like, I mean, if you're moving in to this gated community, I was like, I don't have a car. She's like, drive my car till you get a car. Like it was that. So Jess was really the reason.
What a nice gesture.
Yeah, a little gesture. It was really the reason. But not the reason. I wanted to be out here. I had the auditions. I had the agent. I had the things, but I didn't have anything else. I didn't have money, a place, and anything.
It helped you, yeah.
And then the second thing that made it very possible, which is the charmed, haunted piece of it, was that I was a teenage stand-up comic. And did you know that?
I knew. I mean, like, look.
Yeah.
If you would ask me to guess,
Okay.
I
There's no
probably.
shame about. Are you?
No,
okay.
no shame. But
okay.
it's wild to think about having a sense of humor and like joke writing as a child. Like to me, it's like I look at other kids and I'm like,
Sam Levine was that kid too.
Sam Levine was that kid too. There's a writer, Sabrina. Anyway.
Jaleese?
Yes.
I know her.
Sabrina
She's
Jaleese.
awesome.
She's fabulous.
Yeah.
And she was a teenage comic as well. So was Dan, not Dan Levy, Eugene Levy.
Oh, yeah.
The other Dan Levy.
Yeah.
He loves being referred to, I think, as the other Dan Levy.
Yes. Well, because one is Dan Levy, isn't it? Because I think it's Eugene Levy. I think.
You're right.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're probably right.
And I think Dan Levy's Dan Levy.
But it's spelled the same way.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
put
all
an
of that.
apostrophe there, by the way,
Please,
if you
of
want
course.
us to read it the right way.
Truly. Or an H,
Yeah.
L-E-A.
Or schwa?
Yeah. A schwa could be cute.
Yeah.
La-vie. Yeah, la-vie.
An
Isn't
umlaut?
that what a schwa does? It opens?
Yeah.
Schwa.
Lavy.
I loved linguistics. So then
Stand-up teen.
stand-up teen, I got a development deal. And that, I was in the year of the development deals. So I had one when I was 15 from doing stand-up. I had one at like 20th. It was a show called Prudy and Judy. And that was when I was much younger. That was a development deal. We made the pilot. It was like for TGIF. We didn't get picked up. Then years later, I got another development deal right after I moved to LA. Maybe that's even why I moved. I don't remember the order of that. And that was with this guy, Danny Jacobson, who created Mad About You and Two Guys, a Girl and all those shows. She used to showrun Roseanne. And it was like very old Hollywood. I went in his office and with my agent, I started doing my shtick, probably about a fucking easy bake oven or, you know, some embarrassing whatever jokes as a child jokes.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, this is great. You're a TV star. Let's do it. And I didn't even leave the office. The business affairs came to his
my
office.
God.
Like that kind of
never
shit.
happens
1950s. Came to his office. And my agent, we signed it and everything. And they paid me like a pile of money. And then I was just here. But the good and the bad was I missed everything because I was in
You were
this
locked
deal.
up.
And then it never, and for a long time, for like, he kept re-upping it. It was like 18 months. Then we did it another year. So I was like this 21-year-old kid sitting on 150K. And I
but not doing anything.
No.
Yeah. And not able to
like
go do
vintage
anything.
shopping in a brand new RAV4. Just being like cool fanny pack, but like watching other people get gigs.
Yeah.
So it was like the best, but I'm also like, you never know.
That's so interesting. That is a bygone era, yeah.
Will you tell, because I love
They were
this
like
story.
in a row.
Will you tell Walsh the story about that one time that you learned you were getting fired?
Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. So, this is crazy. So, is it great? So, I got a series finally. It's funny to say finally. I was 23, but I'd been 14 years in the game. None of the development deals worked. I had done like 3, I think, at that point. And I get this audition. And I want to keep it short, but these fucking details are wild. So I get this audition. It keeps going further. I'm testing. I'm like, oh my God, let's go. I'm trying out to be, it's Daniel Stern is the dad. Judd Hirsch is the grandpa. I'm trying out to be the daughter. I could hardly think of something more obvious than me being related to
Perfect
these
fit.
absolute 2 yentas.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this is my dream. I'm in the waiting room of the screen test. I meet this girl. She's delightful. We start chatting. I've never been that competitive waiting room person. I'm always like, yeah, this is yours or mine or whatever.
Yeah.
She was like, dude, what's crazy is I did the pilot of this and I got fired. And they asked me if I wanted to retest. They presented the offer to me to retest, but I had to fly myself back out here. I live in New York. This girl, Kelly Carbosh. She was on Orange is the New Black and I was on Glow. And so we would run into each other after all this trauma.
Holy
we would run
shit.
into each other. We're both on Genji shows at the same time. And it was like seeing each other. Okay. So she's in the waiting room. She's like, I flew myself. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. What is this business? I book it. I book the series. I'm so excited. My first time booking, really booking. Like everything else had sort of been like just trying and getting close or deals, but nothing was the gig. Rehearsals, we're having this amazing time. Then things start getting weird. No one's communicating. My agent, I think, was out there for the taping that Friday because it was live studio audience, multicam, half hour. My parents fly out. Everybody's all excited.
What network are we talking?
ABC.
Great. Keep going.
My parents are out there. We shoot at CBS Radford. I got my picture on my ID. I mean, I'm telling you, my dreams are coming true.
That's the best studio, by the way, CBS Radford.
Ever.
Yeah.
So we're driving on. I've since reclaimed it since this trauma. And I dropped my parents off at my parking spot, which is my dressing room. It's like those little motel looking things. And they're going to go upstairs. And that 70s show is there. And I'm like, how cool am I? As I pull into my parking space, a man is paint rolling my name off of my parking space. You know, like the cement thing that they've spray painted Jackie Tohn onto? Well, he has a bucket of white paint and a long stick with a roller at the end, Matt. And he's simply paint rolling with my parents in the car. And I'm like, what's going on? And he was like, oh, I'm just doing this space. I'll be out of your way in a second. Like, the guy doesn't know.
Right.
Then I drive over to the producer's bungalow, and I'm like, hey, guys, there's a man paint rolling my name off my parking space. What the fuck is going on? And they were like, calm down. The first thing they said was calm down. I'll never forget. Calm down,
you crazy woman, or just calm down?
May as well have been.
Look,
Honestly, may as well have fucking been.
Look, Jackie, I know and love you, and I want to preface this.
Oh, here he goes.
I think broadly, if somebody was like meeting you, even for the first time, they might be like, hey, could we just bring it down?
They weren't meeting me for the first time.
No.
It's an appropriate reaction to seeing your name. The first question is, what is going on?
Victim blamey Simons?
I'm making a joke. I actually do think you are warranted. I am kind of making a joke.
By the way, I'm the first to agree and enter a room and be like, I know.
Yeah.
You've heard calm down before and respected it.
Of course.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
But no, you are absolutely right to be like, this is not the way I should be found.
The people who fired me and didn't tell me and didn't tell my agent and didn't tell me why they called me to the studio for a meeting, have now allowed this to happen. And I go, but I'm not even screaming. I'm just like, a guy was paint rolling what the fuck is going on? And they were like, calm down, Jackie, come in the office. And then they were like, listen, it's just not working out. They think you're really green. 14 years into acting. I'd done like multiple episodics, we just think you're really green. Anyways, all of this to say, biggest trauma ever, they rehire Kelly.
Whoa.
So I got paid all 6 episodes. I don't even think it aired 3 because it was a disaster, obviously, not knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
They told us at upfronts that nobody could talk. So just the creator of the show talked, and we all were like, it was a disaster.
That is awful.
Wow. They had Judd Hirsch and Daniel Stern there too,
Mm-hmm.
and also told them
Nobody talked.
They couldn't talk?
Nobody talked at upfronts. And the creator of the show, David Litt, who created King of Queens, I wish I could see him again. I've long thought about this. Wonder where he's at. Because he was a champion for me. He called me afterwards and was like, just so you know, I got chills. This is funny. He goes, just so you know, when you walked in the room to audition for this, I thought to myself, I thought I invented this person, and here she is before me. That's wild. So he obviously likes a Leah Remini type.
Yeah.
He likes a body, fun, whatever, deep voice. He goes, I thought I invented you, and you walked in the room. I couldn't believe we got you. And he goes, there was nothing I could do. They were on one side, I was on the other. Yeah. And he called me after to apologize, and it was wonderful. So no, only love for him, but it was like the other powers that be were just convinced it wasn't me. But obviously it had nothing to do with nothing. It was swip swappy crazy.
Yeah.
And obviously it's gonna fuck with you. But I wasn't doing stand-up anymore. I didn't start stand-up again until my 30s. And then that is sort of what started my whole
resurgence or whatever.
I was like starting to work again. Like I was not mega successful as a kid, but like I worked. I did a ton of commercials. I did episodics here and there. I did an episode of The Sopranos the first season. I was like just doing stuff. And then in my 20s, like all the development deals were over. And that was the time where I was like, dang, I wonder if I hadn't sat for 3 years in those deals. Like I hadn't met a single casting director. It was like I was a newbie coming out with everybody else who had just graduated from college. But I wasn't. But yeah, so then I just kept acting. I had started taking music a lot more seriously, putting out records and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Playing guitar, playing uke, and producing records and singing, and
that's awesome.
So many hundreds of lives.
Yeah.
All with the like same goal in mind, which is like, God damn it, let me get paid money to do a soft shoe number and have people watch it. Just like some version of a tap dance. And now it's now.
I remember you talking about this before, but you were like a touring stand-up comic in your 30s, like pre-Glow.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-Glow and pre-Nobody Wants This.
Oh, yeah.
Had you fully gone to that side of it? Were you still auditioning?
I was like broke. You can say it. No.
Yeah.
All right. So if you like what you're listening to, guys, guess what?
You can find the rest of it on Patreon. All you got to do is you go to patreon.com/Second in Command and subscribe for $5 a month, and you have access to the entire Veep Rewatch catalog, which you cannot get anywhere else. Lots of bonus content, and
the rest of this episode,
the rest of this episode that you were enjoying. So we'll see you over there, patreon.com/Second in Command. And here's one other thing. If you sign up on your mobile browser or on desktop, you will avoid a 30% upcharge from Apple. So if you want to pay Apple more money to get the same content, you absolutely can. After you sign up on your mobile web browser or your desktop, you can then use the app and you won't get that 30% upcharge. Just letting you know.
I think I understand what you mean.